Gold has just closed the week with a powerful bullish candle, but this is exactly where the market could trap traders before the next major move. Right now, the market is approaching a decision point. Smart money is positioning, while most retail traders are still reacting. In this breakdown, I'll show you what's really driving gold and the key levels you need to watch this week. If you trade gold seriously, stay until the end. This is how you stay ahead of the market. Macro outlook. 3 key forces driving gold. Force number 1, US dollar dynamics, DXY. The US dollar remains the most important counterforce to gold. Understanding its next move is critical for gold traders. DXY technical breakdown. Starting with the weekly chart, the DXY posted a strong bearish weekly candle, breaking below the 99 support level. However, the overall chart structure is still leaning toward an uptrend. Price is still forming higher highs and higher lows, and the DXY has already broken out of its previous consolidation range. Because of this, a sharp decline all the way down to 96 is relatively unlikely at this stage. The DXY is now approaching a major support zone around 98. If DXY holds the 98 support zone, buyers could use this area to build momentum for a recovery toward 99 and potentially 101.5. However, if the 98 support fails to hold, the DXY could see a deeper correction toward 97 to 97.5, where we could see another bullish reaction. Keep in mind that the DXY is already trading close to a major support zone, so the probability of a recovery is currently higher than the probability of another sharp decline. Therefore, I expect DXY could potentially form a bullish pin bar next week, showing strong rejection from higher prices and a possible recovery. On the daily chart, the bearish momentum is still dominant. After the DXY formed a double top pattern and declined sharply, we can now see 2 bullish pin bars rejecting the 98 support level. This shows that buying pressure is starting to appear. However, the current buying pressure is still insufficient to signal a meaningful reversal. The DXY remains under bearish pressure, and buyers need to regain control before we can expect a sustained recovery. We can also see that the 97.5 support zone is extremely important. This area was the previous low of the most recent strong bullish wave, and it is also where the DXY previously formed a double bottom pattern before starting a strong recovery. Therefore, I see the 97.5 to 98 zone as the highest probability area for a potential bullish reversal, especially if DXY forms a confirmed double bottom. If buyers regain control from this zone, the index could recover toward 99 to 100 and potentially retest the 101 to 101.5 resistance zone. This would likely put renewed pressure on gold and increase the risk of a deeper correction. Here's the catch. DXY's next move won't just impact gold, it could rewrite the short-term trading landscape entirely. The dollar is where gold reacts first, but geopolitics remain the deeper force behind gold. Force number 2, geopolitical risk. While DXY drives short-term moves, geopolitical risk remain the deeper structural force supporting gold's long-term strength. The US-Iran ceasefire has broken down, while tensions around the Strait of Hormuz remain high. Any renewed escalation could increase safe haven demand and support for gold. Meanwhile, diplomatic efforts between Russia and Ukraine remain uncertain, with no concrete peace agreement in sight. Geopolitical tensions can provide a long-term supportive backdrop for gold. However, geopolitical risk does not guarantee an immediate upside move in gold. Now let's look behind the charts at the institutional flows shaping gold's next move. Finally, institutional activity. This is where the next major move often begins. While retail traders often react to price action, institutional flows tend to position ahead of major market shifts. SPDR Gold Trust continued to accumulate gold, adding another 24 tons this week. This is the largest weekly increase in their holdings in recent months. In total, they've accumulated more than 42 tons of gold over the past 3 weeks, bringing their total holdings to around 1,047 tons. This continued accumulation provides a supportive backdrop for gold.
especially while the DXY remains under pressure. When institutional capital starts rotating at this scale, the market is usually preparing for a larger move. This shift is not random. It's driven by a clear alignment of dollar dynamics, geopolitical risk, and institutional expectations. Macro is setting the stage, but the real confirmation comes from price. Let's go into the charts. Gold technical outlook. First, congratulations to everyone who followed last week's analysis and executed a buy setup around 43.30. That move has already delivered more than 3,000 pips. We also highlighted the major resistance zone around 5,000 well before the market reacted. Many of these high-probability levels were shared with our Telegram community in advance before the market made the move. Let's break down the charts across multiple timeframes: weekly, daily, and H4. Step by step, here's what the market is really telling us. Starting with the weekly timeframe, gold continues to print very strong bullish candles, with the latest weekly candle closing above 4,600. Buyers are clearly dominating the market. However, gold is now approaching a major descending trend line, so we could see some sideways consolidation or a shallow correction before the next bullish move. Given the strength of the current uptrend and the continued accumulation from large institutions, a deeper correction is possible, but it would require a clear loss of the current bullish structure. Given the strength of the recent rally and the descending trend line overhead, gold could experience a shallow correction before continuing higher, potentially testing the 4,700 to 4,800 resistance zone and possibly even 4,900. However, I still do not expect gold to break strongly above the 4,900 to 5,000 area this time because I believe the DXY could recover relatively soon. Therefore, I expect that gold could potentially form a bearish pin bar next week, showing rejection from higher prices. On the daily chart, this is where the picture becomes clearer. Gold remains in a very strong uptrend, with bullish candles clearly dominating bearish candles. After price consolidated inside a triangle pattern, gold broke out of the pattern with a strong bullish candle. Then, price entered another period of consolidation between approximately 4,300 and 4,450, building momentum before breaking out of this range with another strong bullish candle. The latest candle approached the 4,600 resistance level and broke above it, showing that selling pressure at this level is relatively weak. However, gold has not yet completely broken above the descending trend line, so we could see a shallow correction toward 4,500 before gold recovers toward 4,700. After that, I expect another correction before gold potentially moves higher to test 4,800. From the 4,800 area, gold could experience a deeper correction toward 4,300 to 4,400 before potentially starting another recovery. Let's move to the H4 chart. This is where things become interesting. The bullish momentum continues to dominate. Gold previously formed a double bottom pattern and rallied strongly, exactly as we anticipated in our analysis last week. After consolidating between approximately 4,300 and 4,450, gold formed a higher low while RSI formed a lower low, creating a hidden bullish divergence, which is typically a bullish continuation signal, reinforcing the broader uptrend. Gold broke out of this range with a strong bullish candle and continued moving higher. Price then retested the previous consolidation zone and rallied strongly again. Although the overall trend remains bullish, the H4 RSI is currently showing overbought conditions. Therefore, gold could experience a short-term correction before continuing higher. The depth of this correction will largely depend on how strongly the DXY recovers. However, if gold opens with a bullish gap and holds above the breakout area, the upside momentum could continue toward 4,700 or higher before eventually entering a correction.
Overall outlook. The bigger picture remains bullish for gold. The key factors I am watching are DXY, 97.5 to 98 is the key potential reversal zone. Gold, 4,500 is an important short-term support area. Upside targets, 47, 48, potentially 4,900. Main risk, a stronger than expected DXY recovery could trigger a deeper gold correction. The market gives us the signal. Our job is to wait for confirmation and react. Now let's turn that analysis into a trading plan for the week ahead. Trading plan, August 24th to 28th, 2026. First buy zone, 4,300 to 4,360. Daily support, round number, strong reaction zone. Stop loss, 4,290. First target, 4,400 to 4,450. Extended target, 4,500 to 4,900. Second buy zone, 4,400 to 4,460. H4 breakout, round number. Stop loss, 4,390. First target, 4,500 to 4,550. Extended target, 4,600 to 4,900. Pro tip, false breakout? Wait for the retest before re-entering. Always adjust stop loss levels based on your own risk management. Third buy zone, 4,500 to 4,560. Nearest H4 support, round number. Stop loss, 4,590. First target, 4,600 to 4,650. Extended target, 4,700 to 4,900. Despite the bullish outlook, a deeper correction remains possible if gold reaches major resistance while the DXY stages strong recovery from support. First sell zone, 4,840 to 4,900. Weekly resistance, major resistance. Stop loss, 4,905. First target, 4,800 to 4,750. Extended target, 4,700 to 4,300. Second sell zone, 4,740 to 4,800. Daily resistance, round number. Stop loss, 4,805. First target, 4,700 to 4,650. Extended target, 4,600 to 4,300. Third sell zone, 4,670 to 4,700. Nearest H4 resistance, round number. Stop loss, 4,705. First target, 4,600 to 4,550. Extended target, 4,500 to 4,300. Don't miss the next major move. Join our Telegram community for daily gold analysis, key levels, and market insights. Stay ahead of the market. See you in the next Outlook.